Well, everyone, it's time for us to go ahead and take a look at the Apple Pencil 2 and see how this pencil actually holds up in 2022. Now, I will definitely tell you this Apple Pencil is definitely my favorite Apple accessory for iPads. I think if you own an iPad that supports an Apple Pencil, this is an amazing device to pick up. It has a ton of capability built in, and if you're in the middle and you don't know if you want an iPad, that has an Apple Pencil 1 support or Apple Pencil 2 support, if you have the money, I would highly recommend buying an iPad that supports Apple Pencil 2 and then picking up an Apple Pencil 2 as well. These are very good styluses. Really, the only thing I don't like about these Apple Pencils is that they tend to kind of like with some force, they can kind of swing off, but typically they'll be okay, and if you have a case that supports an Apple Pencil, then you'll be okay. Now, there are a bunch of iPads that support this specific Apple Pencil, but do keep in mind that this pencil doesn't work for every single iPad. You have to have, pretty much the easiest way to put it, an iPad that has a flat side on it. So currently, most of the iPad lineups do support this pencil. So the iPad Pros, the iPad Airs, and the iPad Minis. So these are the latest models. So the iPad Air 4 and the iPad Air 5 support it. The iPad Pro since the 2018 model, the third generation, support this pencil as well. And the iPad Mini 6 supports this pencil as well. So there's, a wide range of iPads that support this, but don't expect to buy an iPad Mini 5 or an iPad Air 3 or an iPad Pro 10.5 inch and expect this Apple Pencil to work. You will have to buy the Apple Pencil 1 in those cases. But in this case, the Apple Pencil 2 does work here, which is really cool. Now, looking on the outside of this pencil, you can see that it looks pretty much like a normal stylus. You have, the long pencil on the side. You also have the tip at the, bottom that is interchangeable. So you can easily go ahead and put in a new tip if you want to. And that's another really cool thing that Apple, kind of did. There's a lot of situations where the tip of this pencil will actually ride down and it'll just kind of carve out over time. So having the ability of quickly taking it off and, putting on a new one without having to replace the entire pencil is actually really, really cool. Now, the flat side of this Apple Pencil is pretty much how you connect it to the iPads. So the flat side, I think, is the right side of the Apple Pencil. I think it's the right side of the iPad. You pretty much just go ahead and click the Apple Pencil into place, and that's really all you have to do. It's a very, very easy process to connect it to it. And I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again. That is easily one of my favorite things about a bunch of Apple products. You can just connect it one time and then it works. Same thing with AirPods. Same thing with Magic Mouses and Magic Keyboards. Everything just works with Apple, systems, which is so cool. And with something like the Apple Pencil 2, pretty much the same exact thing. Now, actually using the Apple Pencil is extremely easy as well. All you have to do is you can just go ahead and use this Apple Pencil to maneuver around the whole entire UI. But the best thing about it is, especially if you're somebody who likes taking notes or if you're a creative of some sort. So if you like actually drawing on your iPad, having this pinpoint accuracy with an Apple Pencil is really awesome. But another really cool thing is that this Apple Pencil supports touch sensitivity. So if you actually, push a little bit harder into the display with the Apple Pencil, well, it'll actually input that as, pushing harder, and it can change the, the styling of your drawing and all that stuff. I mean, it's a really cool thing. I know a lot of people who write notes with their Apple Pencil too, and that's another reason why they pick it up. And honestly, when you're done with it, you can just snap it back onto the side of your iPad. It charges wirelessly, and whenever you're ready again, you can go ahead and pick it up. Now, these Apple Pencils, I've seen a lot of them in the used market go down quite a bit. So I will tell you, if you're somebody who wants to go ahead and buy an Apple Pencil, you can always check eBay. They tend to be a little bit cheaper, but Amazon has a lot of them too, and you can always buy them from like Best Buy or the Apple Store too. So availability of these things, they are still all over the place. Now, the only thing that can possibly kind of tell you to kind of wait it out is if Apple does release an Apple Pencil 3. Now, this Apple Pencil has been out for several years now. It's been a couple years, and even though Apple's still selling the Apple Pencil 1, I do think there's going to be a successor to this Apple Pencil at some point, but I don't know what it could bring. There's a lot of, cool functionality with these Apple Pencils that I don't really use all the time. You can double tap the side of this Apple Pencil to unlock certain things. You can do other things with it. You can change tools if you're drawing within the Notes tab. You can change your tools by double tapping on the side, which is really cool. And I really don't think there's super crazy things that Apple could do to change this Apple Pencil that would make it worthwhile for the Apple Pencil 3. I think possibly the only other thing I could think of is increasing the, battery life. I think something like that would be cool. But when I think about it, this Apple Pencil 2 I think is still completely worth it. And if you have an iPad that supports these Apple Pencils, I would highly recommend picking this thing up for sure. So that kind of covers it up. If you guys have any questions or thoughts about this, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.